Welcome back to our channel, soap opera fans. If you're as obsessed with the bold and the beautiful as we are, you're in for a treat today. In this in-depth video, we're diving deep into the spoilers for the week of February 6th to 10th. We'll break it all down, analyze the drama, speculate on what's coming next, and throw in some behind-the-scenes insights. Grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's unpack every juicy detail. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on your favorite Forrester family antics. Let's start with the bombshell that's shaking up the Forrester clan. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, played by the talented Jacqueline McInnes Wood, is back from San Francisco, and she's not holding back. Steffi's return is like a hurricane hitting Los Angeles, sending shockwaves through everyone around her. You know Steffi, she's fierce, protective, and always ready to defend her family. But this time, her target is none other than her own mother, Taylor Hayes, portrayed by Rebecca Budig. Taylor's been getting cozy with Deacon Sharp, played by Sean Kanan, and Steffi is exploding over it. Why? Taylor and Deacon's connection started innocently enough, but it's grown into something more passionate. Steffi sees Deacon as trouble, a former convict with a complicated past tied to Sheila Carter. She doesn't want that kind of influence around her kids or her family. So imagine the scene. Steffi confronts Taylor, her voice rising, eyes flashing with that signature Forrester intensity. It's the kind of confrontation that makes B&B must-watch TV. Taylor faces an awful dilemma. She's torn between her budding romance with Deacon and her relationship with Steffi and her grandchildren. Taylor's always been the level-headed psychiatrist, but love has a way of complicating things. In the episodes this week, Taylor will be forced to make a choice, or at least appear to. Steffi delivers an ultimatum: cut ties with Deacon or risk losing access to the grandkids. That's harsh, but Steffi's playing hardball. Taylor, ever the peacemaker, will vow to figure out a solution, but not before sharing one more steamy kiss with Deacon. Picture it, hidden away in some dimly lit corner of Il Giordano, their lips lock, hearts racing, knowing this could be the last time or the start of something secretive. The chemistry between Sean Kanan and Rebecca Budig is electric. It's one of those pairings that fans either love or hate, but you can't deny the sparks. Of course, the short-term fix for Taylor and Deacon might involve sneaking around. No more public dates, it's all about stolen moments when no one's watching. This adds a layer of intrigue to the storyline. Will they get caught? How long can they keep this up? Deacon's got his own complications with Sheila Sharp, played by Kimberlin Brown. Sheila thinks their marriage is strengthening, but Deacon's heart is with Taylor. This weakening bond could lead to explosive fallout. Sheila's not one to be crossed lightly. Remember her history of obsession and revenge? If she finds out about Deacon's divided loyalties, all hell could break loose. This week, we'll see hints of that tension building, with Deacon perhaps daydreaming about a future with Taylor, while Sheila plots her next move to solidify their union. Shifting gears to the patriarch of the family, Eric Forrester, brought to life by the legendary John McCook. Eric's job leak is another major plot point this week. After being pushed into retirement by Ridge, Eric's not content to sit idle. He's thrown himself into a new chapter at Logan Designs. Yes, Eric's secretly designing for the Logans, which is a huge betrayal in the eyes of the Forresters. This secret leaks to Liam Spencer, played by Scott Clifton. Liam, ever the voice of reason, or sometimes the meddler, assures Eric, Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, and Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, that he'll keep it under wraps. But in soap opera land, secrets don't stay secret long. Imagine Liam stumbling upon this info, maybe overhearing a conversation or seeing sketches. His reaction? Shock, followed by loyalty pledges. This could set up future conflicts, especially with Bill's ongoing schemes. Speaking of Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye's character is dealing with guilt over pushing Eric out. Ridge assumes Eric's bored in retirement, not realizing his dad's thriving in this new venture. This guilt might humanize Ridge a bit. He's often portrayed as the brooding alpha, but moments like these show his vulnerability. We'll see Ridge worrying in the coming episodes, perhaps confiding in Brooke or Steffi. It's a subtle thread, but it ties into the larger family dynamics. Ridge's concerns could lead to him investigating Eric's activities, potentially blowing the lid off the Logan collaboration. Now let's talk about the younger generation, because B&B isn't just about the elders. R.J. Forrester, played by Brian Licoletti, is showcasing his new designs to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. R.J.'s got talent, and this could be his big break. Carter, as the COO, has the power to influence decisions at Forrester Creations. This scene might involve R.J. nervously presenting sketches, Carter nodding approvingly. It's a mentor-mentee moment that fans love. But R.J.'s influence extends beyond his own career. He might play a key role in Dylan's storyline. Dylan, portrayed by Sidney Bullock, is poised to drop a bombshell on Electra Forrester and Will Spencer. Dylan's received a job offer in another city, and she's considering bolting from LA. Why? It ties back to Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brower, who's not thrilled about Dylan's proximity to Electra's boyfriend. Ivy wants Dylan out of the picture to prevent any moves on Will, so Dylan might lie to Electra and Will, following Ivy's playbook. This deception might involve tearful goodbyes or fabricated reasons for leaving. But here's the twist. Dylan catches RJ's attention during an encounter. RJ, with his sway over Ridge, might advocate for Dylan getting a position at Forrester, despite Steffi's earlier failure to secure one. This could keep Dylan in town, complicating things. Ivy might even soften if Dylan moves out of the guest room on Will's property and starts cozying up to RJ instead. Imagine Ivy scheming. If you're into RJ, fine, just stay away from Will. This shifts alliances and adds romantic tension. The beach house incident, whatever Dylan saw or did there, looms large, with Ivy threatening to blab and misrepresent it to Electra. Dylan's dilemma is relatable. Stay and fight, or run to avoid drama. It's classic soap conflict, amplified by the young cast's fresh energy. Circling back to Steffi, she shocks Ridge with the news of Taylor and Deacon's feelings. Ridge's reaction? A barrage of questions. Steffi assures him she's trying to shut it down, but concerns match hers. Inevitably, this leads to a face-off with Deacon. Picture Ridge storming into Deacon's place, accusations flying. "Stay away from my ex-wife." It's the kind of macho showdown that B&B does so well. This confrontation could escalate, pulling in more characters like Brooke or Hope. Steffi's ultimatum to Taylor might backfire, pushing Taylor closer to Deacon in rebellion. We've seen Taylor evolve from the perfect mom to a woman embracing her desires. Deacon, too, has redeemed himself somewhat, from prison stints to owning Il Giordano. Their romance feels earned, but forbidden love always has consequences. Sheila's involvement adds danger. If she finds out about the affair, she might revert to her villainous ways, targeting Taylor or even Steffi. On the business side, Eric's secret at Logan could fracture the Forrester empire. Liam knowing means Spencer Publications might get involved. Bill's always looking for leverage. Katie's in the mix, perhaps torn between loyalties. This plot echoes past rivalries between Forresters and Logans, but with Eric switching sides, it's fresh. Ridge's guilt might lead to reconciliation attempts, but discovering the truth could ignite war. The kids' storylines bring hope for the future. RJ's designs could launch a new line, mentoring Dylan along the way. If Dylan stays and pairs with RJ, it creates a new power couple. Electra and Will's relationship tests under pressure from Ivy and Dylan. Jealousy, lies, misunderstandings. It's classic early Ridge, Brooke, Taylor triangles, but with Zen G flair. Behind the scenes, Jacqueline McInnes Wood's portrayal of Steffi has earned praise for its depth. Rebecca Budig as Taylor adds nuance, making her dilemmas believable. Sean Kanan's Deacon has layers, charming yet flawed. John McCook's Eric remains the heart of the show, his storylines grounding the glamour. This week's spoilers promise drama, romance, and secrets. Stay tuned for more breakdowns. Continuing our deep dive into The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for February 6th to 10th, let's explore character backstories to enrich our understanding. Steffi Forrester Finnegan's protective streak stems from her turbulent upbringing. Daughter of Ridge and Taylor, she's endured losses like her twin Phoebe's death and her own near-fatal accidents. Marrying Finn was a high point, but Sheila's interference nearly destroyed it. Now, with kids in tow, Steffi's priority is stability, hence her rage at Taylor's Deacon involvement. Jacqueline McInnes Wood captures this perfectly, blending vulnerability with strength. Taylor Hayes, the psychiatrist who's analyzed everyone but herself, has a history of bad choices in love. From Ridge to Nick to now Deacon, she's drawn to complicated men. Rebecca Buddig's take emphasizes Taylor's growth. Her dilemma this week, family versus heart, is poignant. Will she choose grandkids over passion or find a balance? Deacon Sharp's arc is redemption personified. From con artist to devoted dad to hope, Sean Kanan makes him sympathetic. His marriage to Sheila was pragmatic, but Taylor awakens genuine feelings. Sneaking around adds thrill but risks exposure.